Good evening and thank you for joining us. And like Clayton saying, they're a pretty good year for the Cold Lake Ice.
A very good year, a franchise record-breaking year for the Cold Lake Ice. Major accomplishments for them, and their biggest test now really lies ahead. So Clayton has a nice preview for us. They actually get started tomorrow, their first game of this new series. So
well, we'll look forward to that. I guess we're not really seeing too much ice in the forecast, really.
Well, possibly some rain later on, but we'll talk about that later. We just had a lot of cloud cover today, and we had a gentlest of dustings. I was out in it in the middle of the day, but it wasn't that cold because I had my coat on, but I was sweating underneath. I was out like for about 15 minutes with my coat on, and I was getting a sweat underneath my coat. I haven't had that in a while.
Gerard's breaking a sweat.
It's not that cold out there. I can break a sweat in. Let's see what we're dealing with right about now, people. -1, 91% humidity. The winds out of the south at 17 km, and the wind chill, let's not even talk about it. Let's see what it is in the Lakeland region. Similar story, but they're at +1, and the Battlefords, well, they have had the better of it because since from just after about 1 o'clock, the sun has been coming out in their area. They're also at +1, mind you. What that means in terms of later on, we'll chat about it in our second installment. Meantime, Jacob, back to you.
Earlier today, Lloydminster RCMP were in hot pursuit of a suspect fleeing the scene of an alleged break and enter. The suspect stopped his vehicle on 51st Ave and 51st Street right outside of Newcap Broadcasting. The man was arrested for breaking and entering into a residence. However, no charges have been laid yet. RCMP say that the investigation is ongoing. An oil spill on Highway 17 caused some chaos this morning, and Kitscoty RCMP are asking the public to help them identify the vehicle responsible for creating the hazard. Shortly before 8 this morning, police were called out to an oil spill on Highway 17 south of Lloydminster between Township Roads 462 and 470. RCMP say they believe a vehicle had been hauling oil and was spilling it while traveling in that area. Police and highway crews cleaned up the scene and tried to reduce the amount of oil sticking to vehicles. Anyone with information about this incident is asked to contact Kitscoty RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Representatives for the Canadian Cancer Society and the City of Lloydminster were on hand today for the raising of the flag at City Hall to mark April as Cancer Month. The city gets behind many charities, but considers the Cancer Society to be one of the most universal.
We're a city of people, and our staff are people, and they have lives. They're not just machines there. They all are affected by it. They all make contribution. They all participate. But of course the city does things like providing the park for the 11th annual Relay for Life.
The Daffodil campaign is underway in advance of the April 27th National Daffodil Day, and the residential campaign begins on April 11th. The official Relay for Life kickoff is tonight, and there are 30 teams registered already, with organizers hoping for 100 by the time the event begins on May 27th.
The money that is raised through any of our fundraising events, whether it's Relay, Daffodils, or the residential campaign, goes to the Canadian Cancer Society, and that money is then used basically in 5 areas: support, information, prevention, advocacy, and research.
And while that research is directed at finding a still elusive cure, there have been great strides in the fight against cancer.
There's been a huge improvement in survival rates for childhood cancer as well. There's also been a huge improvement in quality of life for people who are undergoing cancer treatments.
Anyone interested in signing up a team for Relay for Life can attend the kickoff tonight at 7 p.m. at the Service Credit Union Resource Centre or call the Society at 306-825-7722. Aspiring actors from Lloydminster Comprehensive High School's Drama Club are inching closer to opening night of their spring play. After a month of rehearsals, there's an app for that, debuts in about a week, and promises to be a comedic old-school play with a modern twist. Kathy Lee explains why these students think supporting the local arts community is important.
You dared lie to me, David Jensen?
Keith McCaskill has been acting since middle school and loves every moment on the stage.
The people, the experience, just getting to take on a role of someone that you are not, it's kind of fun. And you just get to go all out and not be yourself.
In about a week, McCaskill and 12 other drama students will get to show off their talents for an audience.
The nerves backstage, which are like butterflies, but then as soon as you get on stage, they like kind of disappear and they like turn into your acting. So, I don't know, I thought that was really cool.
Here's the Russian!
There's an app for that, mixes a bit of old school and new school themes.
It's taking the old style of a British style comedic farce and updating it for high school students and involving technology like cell phones and that sort of thing.
A technology guru himself, Griffith is certain students will relate to the modern and inspired play.
You can see just walking around the hallways how involved kids are with technology and how much the cell phone and the smartphone has become a part of their everyday life.
While fun is the name of the game, the Drama Club is also a trampoline for those who want to further a career in theater.
Just learning every little thing you can pick up, like, because last year my drama teacher directed, and this year Mr. Griffith does, so you get to see different styles.
You learn about position on the stage and lines of where you're supposed to be, and over-dramatic, or making things over-dramatic and making it funny.
Which are all reasons why Griffith wants to continue propelling the arts community.
Every kid has different passions, and some kids are involved with sports and some kids are involved in the performing arts. So it's very important to have a well-rounded program that addresses the passions of all students.
The rehearsals aren't quite done for these students yet. In the next week, they'll pack in 15 more hours of practice during lunch, evenings, and weekends to make opening night on April 11th. Kathy Lee, Newcap News.